outside and doesn't really care if he does any or he doesn't any. And he just kind of got interested in this place and didn't even know how difficult most people make it now in order to rent a place. And plus the owner, so the realtor had never rented a place, never leased a place, never rented a place. And the owner had never rented or leased a place. The owner built the place. And was sorry that it's been on the market a while and he couldn't sell it. And so he put it on the market. The same day that he picked up the newspaper and saw it. The same day. And it started bugging T that it was. I remember once she saw it, she started being bugged by it. And but yet we kept following other leads, but we couldn't get this place out of our head. You want to tell them some more?
Well, we kept getting leads from Lagodi to go in different places, and so we kept. I thought Doe had given this particular place to Lagodi to call and find out about. And I kept waiting for Lagodi to give us some answers about the house. And then finally we said, just cancel out any of those calls that we gave him because we decided we would look in this area for a place.
Which is
every place
another
we
area
go,
from where this was.
We told you somebody had already we went one place 200 or 300 miles to one place, and we thought we had the place, and they thought we wanted to buy it, and
or they'd change their mind. You know, they'd say we'll rent it
this way. So they had allowed somebody to move in that weekend. And every place we would go, something like that would happen. I think
the doors would close just as we arrived there. We would hear over the telephone, it's all set, this is the place, everything they're going to do just like you wanted. And we would drive there several hundred miles, get there, and it wouldn't work. Either they changed their mind, they weren't going to do it on those terms, or they decided not to do anything but sell it, but some doors just closed.
But when that happened, the last time it happened, we said, next Sabbath, you've got to help us. As if they hadn't already been helping us and shutting the door in their face every time we find a place. And so the next, but still we had this ad in the paper, and we came on back here, and still that stayed in my mind, but we kept right on looking. Finally, I asked Doe, I said, didn't you ask Lagodi to check that place out? He said, no, I didn't. And so I just happened to have the newspaper still with us, which we'd thrown a lot of the others away. So I pulled it out and I said, well, let's call him. I gave Lagodi to call, so he called and the house was available, and he went down there today and he got it.
Now, another funny thing is that
go ahead.
While we were gone, we felt like we had to come and talk to you about what we had talked to you about the last couple of days. And on our way back, we thought, well, maybe the reason that this place hasn't opened up is because we haven't finished telling you what we had to tell you. We hadn't gotten things going as they should get going here. And we felt like last night as we met with you kind of winded up what we had to tell you. And the phone rang. As we finished the final meditation, and Modi got Lagodi, and it was that man saying, yes, it's available. You can have it right now. And we'd had so many doors closed right in our face, we thought, some hitch. They'll get it because it sounded a little too good to be true. And every time we've talked to him 2 or 3 times today, and every time we did, we thought, oh, what's the hitch? And there hasn't been any. So we'll keep our fingers crossed because it has a number of characteristics that we've looked high and low for. And we can't tell you much about it. It's going to be your fun. It's going to be your fun when you come for your period of visit. It's going to be your treatment and your isolation.
Now we feel like 4 people could come maybe 4. We're not sure what. We may not have more, but we think at least 4 could come at a time and stay a week or something like that. And the ones of you who have out-of-craft tasks, if you have any vacation time coming to you, like Janoti, I think you have a week, don't tell them when you want to take it until we let you know.
We work out a schedule.
Right, and Melody, aren't you finishing a task this end of this month? So maybe she could take a week's vacation after that before you start a new task, if you can think about it when you're applying. I don't know if you have a job. But so you all work it out, the ones of you who do have something. And it doesn't mean that they're the only ones who will be going up there. We'll have, just like we did the treatment.
Have a cycle. We'll have a car go up and stay however many days that particular group can stay, and then turn around and come back. And we'll also turn links into an additional rest chamber to take the crowd off the other rooms. Do you understand that? Links bunks will go, plus two additional double bunks will go, and then we will move 4 double bunks into links quarters for you all to use, and that way your present rest chambers will be a whole lot less crowded. And that doesn't mean that we won't come back here just because we won't have links. We have another plan for that, but it just means it would be kind of silly for us to leave links unused when we will be there percentage-wise, there more than we'll be here. Isn't that fun? We feel good about it.
So, we'll probably be leaving. Well, we won't be leaving before Monday.
Links can't leave before Monday.
But we may send the other 4 up to start.
Maybe tomorrow or the next day, as soon as the Q-car's ready, and as soon as we decide on the things we need, how to do it. But it's within reach of. It's a fairly good drive, but it's in reach in a day, so it won't be difficult.
We just hope it's the right place. We hope the 4 that go up there every time never come back.
This graph would get smaller. Well, that's all we wanted to tell you. Have you got any questions? Press 30. Uh-huh. You use that in exactly the same way you would normally greet people. That is, if you ever greet people. But it's like if you haven't seen someone for a while, and you say, if you're accustomed to saying hi, or if you don't even say anything, but you look at them as if to greet them, then you would apply this at places like that. Doesn't mean you can't apply it at other times, but it has to have meaning. It has to be serious. And we feel like a lot of times you probably should have had the feeling of greeting, whether you said anything or not, with your classmates many times when you didn't. In other words, many of you just took each other so for granted that when you would come in or see them, it was, oh, there's so-and-so. Maybe not
what
that
are you
bad.
looking at me for?
I didn't mean that to take it funny. But it's time for you to consider the kind of respect that you should be vibrating toward every single classmate that you have. Well, it's probably a little awkward getting started, but don't let it don't let it drop. But you'll have to feel how to use it, and we could have gone further and done like some of the Easterners might do, with their little motions and things they might say. But that's not. We would rather what you feel like here, what you're saying here, because it's a real test of can you say that without the other person hearing it and mean it, and you're not even going to look them in the eye, but are they going to feel the vibration from you when you say that to yourself? And it'll be a good little experience for you to see how it works out. Just don't drop it.
The part I wasn't clear on is like, I wasn't sure whether you meant for us not to catch the other person's eye.
Yes, we did. We do mean for you not to look in their eye.
So we don't want you sending anything through the eye.
No, we don't want the kind of things that humans do of looking, or even that we do with you sometimes, because it's too human. It's too. It's just too human.
It doesn't matter then whether they see you or not.
It doesn't matter. It's what you're doing that counts. And if you do it, they should be sensitive enough to feel that you're doing it. But you shouldn't feel like I got to catch your eye as if to say, "No, wait a minute. You just stand there a minute because I'm giving my reading."
Members at the next level, when they greet you, they will greet you with sending you a feeling just
right.
like that.
The same way. It doesn't take but a few seconds for that to spin in your head and for you to mean it. And the very calm and pleasant look on your face should be easy to feel.
I was going to say, I don't think I could do it without smiling. Maybe I should.
Well, we didn't say you couldn't smile.
Just don't get hysterical.
It's just don't try to have a rapport of communication with the eyes. You can come in, you can glance at Erodi without any real contact. You know it's Erodi, and then you do it. But there doesn't have to be a lingering of the eyes that kind of destroys it. It kind of puts it more on a human level.
Everybody's out trying to get us to stay in
nasal term. It just like within the last couple of days we have maybe 6 or 7 orders for nasal charts and comparison.
They're not going to let us quit.
We've got several calls from classes which we've had to, just turn away. Just turn them all away.
You shouldn't actually do that. You should take their names and so that we still have the option to change our mind if we want to.
Well, what I've been doing is just, if I answer their questions, like I'll say, I said, well, our classes are full right now,
and we don't know when we'll be starting a new one.
What we could do, see, we only have less than 2 weeks before we will. Well, there's no way to get.
We just don't feel like we feel like it's a nice thing to be happening. But we really feel like we have to phase it out this month.
Well, that doesn't bother me. We're telling them that the ones that are ordering things now, if they've asked questions about doing something else in the future, we told them that we're going to be phasing out and taking things. I shouldn't be concerned right now of how the physical things are, like how we're going to shut down.
No, don't worry about it. We're working out.